Wisdom shines in Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. My comments bring this profound wisdom into your experience. Use YouTube's closed captions to read along.
So this dialogue is really about practice, and I think it is really about how to quiet the mind to prepare for practice, really. So after the first exchange, Ramana responds, if the mind is distracted, ask the question promptly, to whom do these distracting thoughts arise? This takes you back to the I point, promptly. Ramana immediately points back from the question to the questioner. He points you to look within yourself, of out with the mind externalized, continuing with its thought. Instead, to look where these thoughts rise up from. He points back to the origin of the I thought. These thoughts are about you. Who is this who from which they come? Where do they rise from? They rise and pass like clouds. Who knows the clouds? Who are you when there are no clouds? The questioner then asks, how long can the mind stay or be kept in the heart? Maharshi replies, the period extends by practice. The questioner asks what happens at the end of practice. And Maharshi tells him that the mind returns to the present normal state. Unity of the heart is replaced by variety of phenomena perceived. This is called the outgoing mind. The heart-going mind is called the resting mind. When asked something like, how long can I stay in the heart? The heart to which Ramana refers is not a body part. Rather, you could say it is the fount of consciousness and being within you. It is spoken of as if it were a place, but it has no location. It's locationless. This is a place for practice. Ramana says the period extends by practice. Practice is for the mind. Through practice, the mind gains the strength that it needs just to be still. With this, you're doing the first stage of practice, stilling the mind. When your mind stills, the second stage of practice begins. I call this diving within. You dive into what Ramana calls the resting mind. It's resting because it is at home within itself. The dialogue continues. Is all the process merely intellectual, or does it exhibit feeling predominantly? Maharshi says the latter. Ramana tells the questioner to look deeper than the intellectual mind into his own intuitive knowing, described as feeling predominantly. This is important. You will never be able to dive in by thinking about it. Maybe the thought starts the dive, but the dive is beyond thought. Intuition is the best word I know for it, but it's not anything that can be named with words.
These videos help bring Ramana Maharshi's teachings into your direct experience. Subscribe now to help you deepen your understanding and practice to know the self. Just click the subscribe button.